My beautiful stars, reading time. A moment of clear, transparent intention that creates an understanding that changes everything. Such a beautiful message. So let's get into it. I'm really wanting to tap into true feelings and intentions here, but let's just see if this is tied to you. So main collective message, what's going on here? Clearly there's been a real lack of depth of communicate, a lot of misunderstandings here. Dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding things out, things coming to light the right way. Okay, adapt, change and heal. This moment of understanding that's being presented, I feel for the right collective, it's going to change your outlook on something so drastically. I think this is a collective where maybe because a lot of that clear communication has just created certain scenarios in your mind that might not even be the case, okay? Through a separation. So sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Love. Unconditional love. I think this is such a powerful bond, but again, maybe you found each other in a very broken state. Maybe you both have really struggled with vulnerability in the past, especially towards one another. Go with a snake. So there could have been some, misinformation, or boy with a snake, some advice that was given, or truths that were spoken that neither of you were aware of. I don't just think it's the collective that's watching that had a misconception created in their mind. I think this is also the person connected to you. But camera, reminiscing, keeps it learning from the past, learning from what's truly happened in the past, not just changing past patterns and habits, but there's something here. That main message of whatever's coming, that it's so clear and pure. It's not that it's going to make you feel foolish for thinking a certain way, but like I said, an understanding takes place that just changes everything, every outlook, every misconception, everything that's been created up here. It's that moment of kind of, why didn't we talk about this sooner? Okay, why? But everything happens for a reason, universal timing. What's coming it's meant to happen now. Couldn't have happened any sooner. But it really is that moment of, gosh, we've wasted so much time here. Time with friends. So I think friends are involved, but also as you're watching this, I think this collective, maybe you're having, and this could also be a misconception here, that this person was happily moving on, or you were happily moving on. Like I said, there's a lot of misinformation flying around. But as you're watching this, maybe you're really at that point, you're just trying to put a little bit more excitement and fun back into your life. Okay, maybe you have been going out a bit more of recent, but I'm hearing both things for that. All right, Dragonfly. Kisses. And this is what, like I said, it's something good you're finding out. But unconditional, you got two cards here of unconditional love. That moment that changes everything. Giving and receiving affection. Falling in love. Again, not that I think you ever really fell out of this love with this person. I just don't think you guys ever loved each other properly in the past. It's that getting to know each other again. Separation. Hand of cards. So this whole separation, neither of you have communicated. Neither of you, so through this separation, about to roll the dice, but risky, being restricted, being strategic, options, and not showing their hand. There's been a lot, again, there's something very painful you've both been holding on to that hasn't even been true, but liking each other equally, insane chemistry. You both have just had this intense pull over one another this whole time. And the sad thing is, I truly believe the right collective, maybe you really believed that this person felt the same for a long time, but I feel sometimes that's a thought pattern you question. If there was insane, or there is insane chemistry, if this is an equal kind of mutual intensity that you feel. Love, And then friends, outdated thinking, replaying events. So going over all the fine details, going over the things that were spoken, going over, this is, I feel, what's coming for you. But this could be right now as well. But I feel this is what's on its way. How did I not see through that? How did I believe that? Like, again, the main message through this clear intent, the understanding that takes over, it really does. It just changes everything. Girl, boy with a snake. And side note, you could be working on certain boundaries right now in your life with certain people. You could have some people in your energy that maybe are triggering you, that present quite fake. And again, I always say when we're going through any pivotal emotion, it's a lesson for what is to come. And if you're being presented quite fake, unauthentic people in your life right now, it's whatever's coming here. It's coming from a place of being bamboozled by the people around you, fake, unauthentic people. So if you're getting presented people like that right now, your higher self, remember I always say, these are those cake period, we bake when we're healing, then we come out, rest period, getting prepared, this is our cooling off for our toppings, and this is when the emotional lessons come in. True divine journeys, it's really to embody that unconditional love, the understanding, the forgiveness of all walks of life, even people that unfortunately maybe, present, I don't want to say fake, but just quite self-unaware. Okay, everyone needs understanding, and we all get triggered by people like this, but these people more than none kind of need that understanding, like, well, they're just kind of bound to their shadow. Okay, so if you were getting lessons with people like this right now, just try and see it outside of the box, because I feel this conversation, there's clearly friends tied to this, right? So let's just say some of this misinformation came from this person's childhood friends that have been in their life literally since childhood. Yes, they might go through a little bit of an abruption when certain things are coming to the table, but if they've been implanted in your person's life from a very young age, the last thing you want to do is add fuel or opinion to the fire. Like I said before, everything has been timed for a reason, okay? And if it's connected to your person, that's their grievance to deal with. You want to be there to support your person, but you don't want to be putting negative talk to the people involved. That's their issue. Makes sense? So again, see how you're dealing with people that are triggering you right now, that you feel are fake, that you feel are disgenuine, all right? Because I always say this, and you would have experienced this yourself. Say you go through grievances with family members or childhood friends of yours. If you have other people giving their opinion, if anything, it gets you back up. Like, they're the people you love. They're the people that are in your life. And we all can say some things out of abruption and pain. When it comes to being in a partnership, unfortunately, and people don't understand the power of... If you do not get along with someone's friends and family, it might not burden your connection in the moment or for a year or 2 years, but eventually things like that can tear a relationship apart. And whatever's coming for you, this collective, especially through a separation, we always repeat cycles. So if there was friction in your connection in the past because of these certain people or because of family members, you don't want to repeat that again. And maybe there's a lesson for this collective. Sometimes, we think we're coming from a great place, giving advice. Say it's a friendship going through a breakup. Oh, you deserve better. They don't treat you right. We shouldn't get involved. Okay, so if you're someone that you can maybe sometimes give advice that maybe you shouldn't, I feel this collective, you're about to get another lesson in it. If you agree with what's been done or not, at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason. And the understanding that takes place anyway, and you've got 2 cards of unconditional love here for this person. Is it really worth putting opinion and adding more friction to this person's surroundings? Because again, you don't want to repeat something and ruin something good. All right, whatever's happened here, it had to happen. And I always say, people like this, the universe takes care of anyway. You don't need to do anything. If you guys are finding your way back together, trust that it's happening for a reason. Why add unnecessary burdens in, you know, a connection that's trying to take off again? All right. And this comes back to this very first card. Whatever you're about to find out, I feel it's something positive, but you need to adapt. You need to treat this in your healed version, okay? Not how you would have dealt with in the past, even if you think it's coming from a good place. I think my biggest point is don't put blame on anyone here. Just turn back to, if this didn't happen, maybe I wouldn't be this healed version that I am today that can deal with this better, more gracefully, okay? Oh, too many. Girl, boy with a snake. Don't let this evolve, okay? I think because whoever was involved here, they made this, or you believe this was a string along, that this person, and this could have been what was told to your person too, that you had many options, back to that other deviation. But again, just handle it gracefully and this will evolve. There's definitely friction coming to your table currently. Let's take this person out of it. You're getting lessons, the right collective of people that are triggering you, that you're looking at fake, self-unaware, okay? They're wanting you to review period, getting tested right now. Are you ready for this topping to come in? Are you going to handle this emotional test? Because if you can't handle it now, this isn't going to help when your topping comes in. The topping's going to be removed. See the lesson now. It's helping you evolve to the next phase of this connection, and also handling it gracefully is going to butterfly this relationship, okay? Relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. And you know what? I think by you being graceful and understanding, one, it's going to make you feel empowered because you're going to have a moment to think, gosh, I handled that differently. But two, you're going to help improve your person's outlook on this as well, okay? I just think the biggest thing to keep falling back on here, I'm hearing, is this needed to happen. How I was explaining your relationship in the past, I feel two people that have always loved each other extremely, but unfortunately didn't know how to love properly. So if anything, you should give thanks to the people that have really blurred the lines here and spoken mistruths, because without that, you wouldn't have evolved to who you are today. Okay, look at the cards of inner child healing and growth. It was actually a blessing in disguise, that misinformation, all right? Reminiscing, keepsake, learning from the past, making new memories, healthier choices now. So another one of self-indulgence, being happier, and you're at a happier state. You're at a state now. I always say healing isn't just to heal trauma, it's to appreciate happiness. You think when we are trauma-filled souls, we don't appreciate those toppings. When we have the love of our life by our side, we're highly critical. We notice all irrelevant things instead of noticing the positives. We all have little traits that, you know, should not be picked and nitpicked on, okay? When we have a beautiful house, sometimes people don't put enough, and I say our house is our temple. It's our protection. That's our sanctuary. And some people don't even appreciate the beautiful surroundings there, even if it's not beautiful, even if it's just a home that you call your home. Some people don't even put enough love into that. It's like healing is not, I'm using these examples, healing is not just to remove trauma, even our vessel, where our sacred soul is embedded, our meat vessel. People that, you know, unfortunately have not healed in life and have a lot of trauma, that self-appreciation goes out the window. Not enough self-care, self-love, and, you know, it's really sad. But my point is, healing is not just to see what's wrong with us, but to appreciate those moments that really make us happy. Our body, our home, love, work, whatever it is, okay? But finally, through making new memories, making healthier choices in love, in life, self-love, self-care, being happier, Okay, learning to appreciate those toppings and not wish them away. Is this too good to be true? Is this going to happen again? Is this person going to do this? Is that? It's just understanding this has been released for a reason. I'm going to live in the now. Who cares what comes next? I don't live in the past anymore, which means I'm not bound to my future and future outcomes and what ifs. I've learnt to live in the now. I've learnt to appreciate the now. I've learnt to appreciate every breath I get to take. Okay? We can all find so much gratitude in each day. Maybe that's something you need to do. Every day, find at least 5 things that you have gratitude for and give thanks to the universe. Let it be just having a breath. Let it be being able to drink fresh water. Let it be having a roof over your head. Let it be having your fur babies or your family by your side, whatever it is. Every day, find at least 5 things that you can give thanks for. All right, let's get into it. I'm excited. I feel this is kind of a now reading. Let's roll the dice. All right, what's on its way? How many days? All right, so our next 5 days. Okay, next 5 days. What's around this collective in the next 5 days? Bing! Closing out a cycle. Fake karma. Something ended, something's about to begin again. Air sign, don't make these details fit, especially when I do day readings. Like, this is why I do such long readings. Okay, just don't make things fit. But air, you could be an air, this person could be an air, or one of the involving parties could be an air. But in tarot, wands are days, air, swords are normally weeks. Cups are emotion. Why am I getting so tongue-tied? Months, and then pentacles, earth, grounding, years. Okay, so there's a reason I just said that. Even though we have 5 days, maybe certain truths of communication might still take a few weeks to really trickle in, all right? But stuck in the mind over communication, I think this is what's being released. Next 5 days. Wow. I do think this, just the warmth I'm feeling from this collective, this is commitment. Things are about to get serious. Like I said, the understanding that it's not foolishness, but it's like, oh my God, why was I holding on to that? Okay, we've wasted so much time. One more for your top row. Next 5 days. Oh, they put 2 together. Oh my God. Someone else trying to sabotage this, making you feel used, and this person. There was something spoken here. You don't have any clue about. This is not on your energy radar. Okay, like I said, this clear intent and communication, it changes everything. That whoever was involved in this, that's probably the information. There's something here that made your person feel used. You felt used. There could have been money involved in this whole situation, but it's more the they want your money being used. Okay, I'm more hearing that this person made your person believe this was just, there was some things here that spoken that were never true. And side note, just as a detail, maybe the next 5 days as well, you could have someone trying to, remember you've got lessons with people right now that you need boundaries, but learning how to communicate. You could have someone that continuously you feel you have to provide for, or there could be something about just someone coming into your energy where maybe you feel like this person uses you for money or never pays you back, or you always feel like you're paying someone's way. Came to my mind. Cycles. Water. So air and water and emotions. So why did I hear Scorpio straight away with that? Could be a Cancer. It could be a Pisces, but I heard Scorpio straight away. And I'm hearing emotions are going to be running high as well when this starts to take place. It was all destined that it was a cycle that needed to take place in your life and this love story. One more for that, please. One more. Water cycle. That literally flew and it got stuck underneath my initial jar. Like it was like that. Moving. So maybe you lived with this person as well, but you could be moving. Maybe this, especially if there's distance here, not that you're going to be or you could be moving in 5 days, but I think it's more the cycle to do with an endings. I feel the right collective, you lived with this person, okay? But as well as a detail, you could be moving and maybe you're a bit stressed about that. Air sign, intimacy, so reminiscing, keepsake, sexual chemistry, commitment. Oh, opening your heart again, right, the right way. Spy, distance, as we said it, so that's another important detail. There's definitely physical and emotional distance here with this person that this commitment's coming through with, but spy, someone's got more research, someone's got their own, why am I so tongue-tied? That's going to be you and this person. And pets, maybe your pets are acting different, and this is underneath, maybe there's a memory to tie you to this person that I'm saying is not on your energy radar to do with pets. Okay, let it be you went to their house, they were breeding animals, or why did I say that? Or there was just a certain pet tied to this person. I know that sounds irrelevant, but this has come up underneath this person trying to sabotage this. I think that's an important detail here. Or stopped you guys from getting a pet. I don't know. There's something here to do with, and we got girl boy with a snake. Maybe this person literally has a snake or lizards or something, like reptiles. One more. Caution. Literally caution. They sabotaged it in the past purposefully, and remember what I was saying in that first part. Don't let this person sabotage it again by you adding fuel to the fire. The right collective, that'll make sense. Caution, red flag, walking red flag. Anything to do with whatever this misinformation is, just come from a place of understanding, as hard as it may be. It's a very important detail to not be adding opinions and fuel to the fire with this one, okay? Because even though there's friction, I don't think your person has cut this person off completely, if that makes sense, okay? So just clearly have a hold of your person in some form of way. Definitely added to the breakup. I feel pretty much set in stone your breakup, all right? Okay, let's get this person right now. I want to see their true, hold on a sec. All right, let's just get this person's emotion currently as you're watching this. How's their emotion? I just feel this person's very frantic right now. I feel this has literally just come to their table. So because this is a 5-day reading, that means this person's going to be fixating. They're going to be consumed by this. They're going to be going over every little detail. It's like, even though they've found something out, I don't think they've made the decision just yet to have this conversation, which makes me feel, right collective, intuitively, there's been a bit of time since communication here. It's like, how do I take accountability for this? Okay. It's funny because I kept saying, it's not that you'll feel foolish. I think this person feels foolish. And I think that's why this grief, literally, as I said, this is them right now. They're in grief. Like that's what I'm feeling. It's like, what have I done? Like anxiety, grief, okay? Fixation. For listening. Is that regret? Was that regret that flipped? Regret for listening. And being more worried about the adversity, people's opinions. So again, I don't want to say your person's a people pleaser, but I think they could have been a bit ego driven in the past. If you remember your person being quite materialistic, always had to appear good, you know, I don't want to say one of the boys, but like, or the girls, but I just feel when it came to surroundings and people's opinions, especially if your relationship had a societal issue, so religious factors, cultural differences, big age gap, certain details to do with sexuality coming from marriages, whatever it is, if you had a connection where a lot of opinion could have been placed on it without this person knowing, they were so fearful of the adversity of your connection, and they've got regret for it. Okay, this is what they're going over now. And also the adversity of them coming back, because remember I said it's not like they've made the decision just yet, but they're growing. And they want to grow this. This is their emotion right now. So I think this person's focusing on growth and can we make this work again? Will this be enough? Will these words be enough? How do I approach this? Is it worth it? It's like, especially if you both went through a lot of pain, is it worth reliving this? Do I just, because remember I said, I don't feel this person's cut this person off. It's like they know this is wrong and what's been said is wrong, but it's like, do I come in and risk this just being engulfed in a fire that cannot change? Okay. I'm just hoping that empathy is what's going to kick them into, well, no, either way, this is wrong. This person deserves an explanation or an apology. Like, that's where I think the trigger will eventually come from. Forgiveness, apology, as I said it, it's like, I don't think they've made that decision yet. They're so fearful here about, even though they know now they've been in the wrong with this, for the opinions, whatever the case may be, that they held on to you because of this misinformation, whatever the case is, we'll get into tarot. It's like, there's something here about how much hurt was placed on both of you through this separation. They're scared to relive that hurt. But I do think confirmation, their empathy is going to kick in and they're going to want to have this conversation either way. I think their scarcity of the what if, what comes next, will dwindle. And that's why this collective, if you're having moments of what if, release it. Okay, send empowerment through those energy threads. Grief. How they chose freedom, maybe they watched you blossom, and how they blamed you. I think why this person feels foolish, because I truly believe you were the love of this person's life. You got 2 cards of unconditional love and they didn't give you the time of day or let you explain the information that they were being told. They just shut down. The right collective, you've never heard what this person's going to say to you. You've never heard the truth they were holding on to, okay? But again, it all had to happen for a reason. But whatever they were made to believe, boy, oh boy, did this person blame you, okay? And then they saw you. I always see this as you guys. So they saw you moving on. They saw you shining. They probably saw you having the time of your life. Not that I'd believe that you were, but this is the perception, okay? Especially, and the universe works in mysterious ways. This person was clearly meant to stay away from you. But let's just say whatever was spoken about you, you did move on, you were doing this, you're being deceitful, whatever the case, right? And then let's just say you were presenting very kind of, let it be social media or around your friends, like they could hear from the grapevine or they could literally see and witness you just being vivacious and magnetizing. It's like it added to the belief of what they'd been told. Even though you never had the conversation, right, collective, this will make sense. But the universe was making sure of it. 1, getting karma for opening Pandora's box and spying into your energy without making it. That's a lesson. We get karma for that. We say we should never be opening Pandora's box. The universe will always release us things. Things will always come full circle. That first card, that cycle card, when we're ready, and it's not going to make our trauma worse. We don't need to pry to find things out. So they were being taught a lesson in that way, just in itself. But what I'm trying to get to is, I feel the way you were presenting, even if you had a hurricane within, they really believed that maybe you just used them or that you didn't care for them the way that they cared for you, which made them find strength in keeping the boundary up and just kind of falling off the radar. Okay. Adversity. acceptance. Now it's like, again, there's something about societal issue here. They're going through acceptance of it. No, maybe as well, this just came to my mind. I'm thinking of a family member. Maybe your person, no matter who they try and move on to or whatever they do in life, there's always opinions. There's always this, no matter who it is or what situation it is. Whoever these people, they've been really bound to the adversity in their opinions. They're starting to realize no matter what I do in life, there's adversity and opinions, and people trying to tell me what to do. These people are taking away my free will. I just need to stand in my strength, and also acceptance on the adversity that you might present them as well. They might think you're going to be very highly treated, or why are you coming in now? This has been so long. I'm over it. Blah, blah, blah. It's like this person's creating every which scenario in their mind. Guilt. Last one. Judgment. Literally. Scared of your judgment, the judgment around them, but they know they can't hold on to this anymore. This is underneath growth. They can't keep holding on to how other people are going to perceive things. Like, this has been a very big burden for your person in life. They really struggle with boundaries, and then worried if you're going to offer them the forgiveness. Is it, I don't have to say watch the whole thing, we're on YouTube, but this is their stress. So again, right now, they're feeling everything, which makes me feel this has just unfolded, right? They need to get past, and they're finding strength with it currently as we're speaking, about being more concerned about other people's opinions on their life and their decisions and their actions. They're growing, right? I think the kicker here is it a little too late? Am I going to have to relive this pain? Will I be granted the forgiveness? Look at what I've done here. Even though, yes, it was this person's fault for believing this and the way they treated you after the information that was relayed. But I do have to say, this person was clearly a bit broken, and they were trying to subconsciously hold on to whatever they could to stay away from you. Maybe there was always a seed in their soul. They didn't believe these words, but it was easier to believe it. Okay, now that it's hit them straight bang in the face, it's like, fuck, my intuition was always right here. Okay, so this is where I think is stumping them. Fighting the mind and the heart, but I do believe the empathy. Oh, so we lost that part. Sorry, I record on Snapchat. They're 2-minute parts. Sometimes it goes blank. So you got, how annoying. So the judgment came out. That's really frustrated me. You got the worry under the forgiveness. So that came out together, confirming what we said about them being really worried about how you're going to... Anyway, that was meant to happen. What I was saying is this person's been really bound to the judgment, not just of others, but how you're going to deal with it. And then, as we were saying it, the worry came out underneath. Will you accept their forgiveness? Okay, but... Sorry, my angels. All right, let's just grab these quickly just to confirm all that, what they're currently going through. Okay, devil. So things that are gripping them: obsession, fixation, materialism. Their shadow's really full force right now. Okay, they're trying to be disciplined. I think they're trying to find strength in their thought pattern, but like I said, there's a fixation over them right now because of the guilt, the regret. So they're believing, it's that in and out of that belief. They want their wishes to come true. They're hoping for a miracle. Remember, I deviated specifically and I said it's like falling in love again. Getting to know each other, falling in love, hope inspired, blessed, nighttime, midnight magic. They're wanting new beginnings here. They're wanting to find innocence, brand new, spontaneous. And I think the spark will come over them very spontaneously. Yes, they're in the emotion right now, but something's clearly going to happen that's going to trigger this decision. 13, surrendering to the divine. 16th of the 6th could be a memory, a birthday, or 13th of the 6th. Things are fluid, things are unfolding how they're meant to, but it's like even through this destruction, and I will say tower, they're kind of in the midst of a tower. It's like emotion is just leading them back to you, which in a beautiful way, it's positive. Another card of transformation, change, renewing, restlessness. Maybe you guys shared a pregnancy here as well. It's kind of my collective, where would my life be right now? What have I been doing? but they're finally diving deep. Things in their intuition are being activated. And there's a reason I said before, it's like this person, that was probably in the part that bloody deleted, this person in their soul, it's like they always knew deep down, subconsciously, what they were being told couldn't have been true, but they chose to believe it. Especially if you guys had a lot of adversity, it was just easier to believe it, okay? But it's like that moment of, oh my God, I should have listened to my intuition. But their compassion's developing, okay? Dreams, they could be having a lot of dreams about you right now as well. And also an involvement could have been an earth energy, a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but not just their shadow, but the sign. Okay. Light bulb moment through the shadow. Stop it. And as we said that too, an aha moment, discovery, breakthrough, revealing truth, enlightenment, realization, epiphany, illumination. Oh gosh. But I have to say, again, whatever they found, look at these are positive cards. It's really transforming this person. And again, it's divine intervention right now. I'm seeing that star as you, number 26 and 17 are here as well. Balancing step, perfect timing, perfect timing, longevity, unstoppable, standing the test of time, past, present, future. They're going over everything, the cassette with a fine-tooth comb. 19th of the 6th as well, another memory or birthday. 19th of the 5th. Sorry, this was balancing. I thought it was stepping stones. I said that for a reason though. But centered, opposite forces aligning, feeling complete, awareness just right, well-being. I think as well, because remember I said I feel that's you. Yes, perfect timing to confirm, but also you, the way that deviation of how you've presented, very to them in their eyes, very balanced, fulfilled, happy, this, that. Like, I feel they're seeing you as a wish come true. I feel that they see you as their miracle. So I'd be more, yes, they want to balance this, but I think the way that you come off is quite centered. Okay, new beginnings. The man. I feel this is what they want to offer you, but there could be a male energy that was really involved here as well. This is more about a person, you know, boyfriend, fiance, spouse, but I feel, one, this is what they want to offer you, but two, I do feel a very heavy masculine energy involved in this. Okay. It's 28. I want one more for that. I'm on the fence with that one. I'm hearing both. Magician energy. Communication. What they want to communicate and what they've heard as well. Expression, talkative thoughts, manifestations, inspired action. And you know what? 13th of the 2nd, 28th of the 2nd could be another important memory or birthday. They could actually be speaking to someone encouraging that makes them take a leap of faith, because let's be real, okay? Everything I say is for a reason. This person can clearly vent when things happen, right? So they are naturally going to turn around to someone that maybe so your person and whoever's involved knows, right? So whoever this person is knows both personality traits, right? I actually feel that could be your missing puzzle piece, that this person opens up to someone that says, what are you doing? Go for this. Why are you holding back? There's a reason everything comes to my mind. Actually, yes, there's some negative people around this person, but I do think maybe your person has someone that really does have their genuine interests at heart and wants the best for your person and wants your person to be happy. Maybe this person has seen your person be quite a shell of themselves since all of this, maybe got into some bad habits. I really do think this connection broke them. So I feel that since they haven't been that vibrant, sparkly person, okay? I actually feel there's someone quite positive here that encourages them to take the leap of faith. They could be a Gemini, split on Gemini. And you had heavy air energy involved. Okay. water element. Oh, this is what's just becoming fluid. Love this card. 24. This is beautiful. Love, romance, joy, bliss, heart desires, content, affection, fulfillment, kindness, forgiveness. Another card of forgiveness, passionate, caring. This will unfold. This is where their intuition's leading them, their empathy, their compassion. I feel this is a pivotal point, this one. I think that's what makes them make the decision. Which this person would know you too. They would have known you when you two were together. Okay, don't make it fit. They would remember your relationship and how happy your person truly was. Okay. The Tower, there it is. I was like, not really, but they transformed. Remember I said it's like not a bad, it's a bad tower, let's be real, but it's like all thoughts are leading them back to you and it's transforming them. So through this, you know, sudden upheaval, sudden change, the chaos, maybe there is a bit of aggression at the moment, but there's definitely anger, but they're transforming. This is what's making them restless, because it's the guilt. Do I, don't I, do I, how did I do this? What did I do? Where would my life be right now? I have to say, with the negativity that's going on, it's just still very positive outlook. All right. It's not bad. Okay. I just quickly, before I want to get tarot to confirm. Hopefully it can become Fox, the manipulator. Stealth, deceit, this person could have been a redhead too, because I was just about to say I want to get tarot to see if I can specify what this information is, but stealth, deceit, redhead, cunning, sly, crafty, sharp, sleight of hand, something's not right. Like they're on even more high, maybe there's still more to come. Okay, let's just get tarot, then we're going to get love pop, and then we're going to confirm the next 5 days. Right now. What's happened here? What have they found out about your commitment? The moon in reverse, first card, which is good. Did you see that flip around? 5 of Swords. I'm gonna read it both ways. That's already, anyway, let's just get Queen of Coins. Within the next few days, this person's going to make this a time to act now. Fresh start, awakenings, epiphany, breakthrough. Okay. First card, moon in reverse, they're seeing things clearly. Something's been unveiled, something's come to light. I think it's come through a plot twist. I think they weren't expecting it. I think they're starting to see someone as quite selfish. It could even be illness tied to this person that they found out this about. But whatever they found out, it's making them want to make amends. It's making them want to do it differently. It's making them conquer their self-doubt. Are they completely there yet? No, they're still on the fence. I think they see you as a Queen of Pentacles. There could be a Queen of Pentacles involved in this as well, but the fact that it came up right, because remember I said the way they view you, and you as a person could be quite sophisticated, quite elegant, quite caring, just very nurturing, very I just feel you're a compassionate person, but you still do know boundaries. Queen of Pentacles, she's onto it, but she's a realist, right? So if they've got all of this emotion, because you've got to remember they don't know how you're feeling, it's all being created up here. And if they see you as logical, a realist, that you have your boundaries, there's something here about time. Is this person even going to forgive me? Are they going to think I'm crazy? Like, I'm more seeing this as you. Okay, and let's be real, if you're this or an empress, even a high, that's an intimidating energy to approach. Okay, but within the next few days, I think something, again, which I'm going to confirm what it is, it just makes them take this leap of faith and act now. It's like the breakthrough, the truth, the balance. They just need to get it off their chest. Okay, epiphany, clarity. They're already going through an epiphany, so I think another one's just going to come over them. And remember I said advice. Maybe the person giving them advice is a Queen of Coins. Okay, it could be a masculine or it could be a male or a female, right? But maybe they really embody that feminine energy, okay? The compassionate energy here. Also Pisces. We've got swords, air, and earth. That's been the theme of this collective. As for right now, they're starting, everything's unveiling. Everything is like, holy I've been foolish. Okay. But let's see what this moon in reverse. The Star, that's you. And that's my miracle card, and they're wishing for a miracle. But I feel this person's connected universally. That's my universal card as well. It's like they're understanding this all had to happen. But I think through seeing things, they're trying to find center. They're trying to approach this calmly. And that was a big detail. I know that might have sounded irrelevant, but the way they're handling this, I couldn't get past it because I was like, gosh, there's a lot going on. But look at how, I wouldn't say positive because you can feel the anxiousness and the anxiety, but there's just so much beautiful emotion towards you. Okay, so even though it's like you're giving them peace and you're not even there, even though it's a complete mess, it's like they still find peace in the thought of you. Right, collective, that'll make sense. Okay, but I think their faith is being restored slowly, but they don't know it. I want one more for that. Yeah, through the manipulation, the obsession, the inner wounds, they've been blocked for so long by obsession and manipulation. So remember, this is what they're seeing through, right? Obsession, manipulation, wounded people, right? But for so long, and okay, I've got a couple of things here, but for so long, for them to have not seen this, they were blocked. These people were keeping them in an illusion, right? Whatever's been interfering, because remember I said that's you, I think they were also made to believe you, obsessed, manipulated, wounded, this, that. Now that they're seeing through it, right? What the F have I been thinking? Look at this person and look at what I'm around. Makes sense? Right, collective, that'll make sense. They're seeing right through all of that stuff that's been blocking them. That cancelled this. I know that's about cancelled events, but also what really closed their heart here. So through this, because remember I said I want to read this Five of Swords both ways. So before the plot twist, they're in karmic avoidance. Cancer culture, being shamed and blamed, the adversity, but imbalance. They were completely imbalanced because of whatever this was, right? They weren't seeing their purple curtain. That Justice card, that purple curtain, good and bad karma in life, not just through action but through energy. They weren't seeing through it. But now, because they're starting to see through it, they can't avoid it anymore. It's been poof right in front of their face. Holy moly, I've got to do this differently. I've got to make amends here. I've got to conquer my self-doubt. I've got to change this up. Look at my life. Libra energy too. So we've got Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Wow. Okay, Queen of Coins. This... let it be you or let it be the person they're getting information. This is the one positive. This is the puzzle piece that makes them act. I feel this Queen of Coins right here. Very beautiful energy that brings this back into balance. Okay, that stops them from holding back. I think they have been holding back because of the intimidation for you, but I think this is what this person speaks to this person about. Okay, put more effort in. What are you doing here? Man up, woman up. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Starts to improve their lack of faith here by very, very clear, logical, caring advice. I want one more. Emotional awareness makes them aware of their emotion. Climax. Move on from this. Cycle this out. This is a completion. Move forward. This person brings this person into emotional awareness. Yes, I think that's how you're perceived in this person's mind, but I think this is that magician energy. Okay, truly. Let's get one more. Forgiveness, accepting the change, ready, healing, let go of the past, come forward. What are you doing? You're miserable. Rebirth this. 13, but complete renewal. I think they're talking about the breakups, saying go for the new start, let go of the past. Endings bring new beginnings. If this is what you want to do, at least clear it out. Get this off your chest. Good or bad, like what's the worst that can happen? This person's going to say no. At least you've got a clear conscience. That kind of energy, okay? This person, I feel, makes this person want to rebirth this. Act now, because that's your next card, the acting, that gosh, I just got to do it, I got to take the leap of faith. Queen of Swords, you've got so much air here, so maybe that's how they're thinking you're going to be. Very kind of, she is very realistic as well. You've got the two most realistic logical queens here, but she's firm, and my two queens that know boundaries. Okay, so I don't think I think they come through with an expectation of a boundary and a no. I'm going to be honest. They're hoping for your forgiveness, but I think when they're coming towards you, like this is, let's say this is how they're coming towards you too. It's going to be very direct and very forthright. It's just going to be this. It's not going to be all right at the beginning. And there's a reason I deviated and said this could take a few weeks to really just be like, oh. But I always say in love, you don't want to see that approach. It's quite cold, it's quite detached, it's quite direct, it's quite forthright. So this could either be their approach towards you or also what they think they're going to receive from you. Okay. Oh, you got it. Epiphany, the Lovers. This is beautiful. This is them right now. So I know I'm going to tap into the next 5 days for you, but I think this plays out the next 5 days. You can kind of see the transition. Right now they're awakening to everything. They're on the fence. I think they're about to get into communication with something, and I think this is what comes. I'm going to say 4 to 5. It could even be 3. I'm going to say from 3 to 5 days this. Okay. Making the decision finally. Okay, being decisive, wanting to find balance. Lovers for me is soul contract energy. Okay, it's part of divine intervention here and perfect timing. 3 of Wands, it's been on the distant horizon for a long time. Manifesting big developments, work, love, travel as well. That there's something here to do with distance. Okay, I just want to get, so I want to see their intention right now and then how it's going to transition in that 5 days. Okay, the true intention right now, because I feel it's just more that regret and guilt and but destiny. So even right now they're seeing you as their destiny. Number 33, you could be seeing 333 a lot right now. About expansion and growth and ancestors watching as well. I am understanding our relationship and our connection. What I once thought was trivial was something on a higher consciousness. I couldn't understand it then, but I do now. One more for current. Spring, so they're going over a memory. So this is activated a memory. Important detail, don't make it fit. It could be autumn in other countries, but the dates. March 20th, May 5th, May 6th, June 20th. This is a memory that they're fixating on. Okay, so that was my destiny. What did I do? How did I let this destroy this? Why didn't I believe my intuition? That they're shocked, like, oh my God, I was right. Like, so that's them now. All right, next 5 days. Capricorn, that's important detail here. Capricorn, but the energy of it. I was so focused on my career and my goals. I took you for granted and expected you to wait. Unfortunately, you knew you'd be waiting forever. I'm sorry I never put you first. So maybe they start taking accountability. I think that's what they see you as, though. I think they see you as prioritizing this, but maybe they start to have realization, I can't keep prioritizing everything else. I want love in my life. I want to fix this. Maybe, and Cancer. Breaking free from the illusion. I was always so hot and cold with you, and I know that was confusing. So this is where the guilt comes. So here they're just thinking, that's my destiny. What have I done? Here it's like they're taking accountability. It's not just blaming, oh, because of this happened. It's holy moly. I have been away for so long, the timing was the thing, let it be career or not. It's more, I feel that's more you for some reason, holding on to resentment because of how you worked and how you, remember there's something here about money that someone else was trying to set, there's a detail about it, but I was always so hot and cold with you. I know that was confusing. Our connection was too much for me to handle. They didn't handle you properly. They didn't deal with this properly. The empathy starting to evolve, okay, which breaks them free of the illusion. My obsessive thinking got the best of me. I allowed my emotions and others to control it. Then they have dictated my actions towards our connection. I finally understand I need to trust my intuition. The moon in sign. They need to go through there's so much guilt right now. Where would my life be? My eyes twitching again. Where would my life be? This was my destiny. I could have been so happy. We could have had kids. We could have had this. We could have had that. So they're living in the what if right now, which is scaring them, right? Here, this is where they go over the details. They're not even blaming whatever this is anymore. They're starting to realize, I chose this. I chose to listen. I chose not to believe my intuition. I knew my intuition was right. I chose not to deal with it. I was so hot and cold with them. I treated them like rubbish. I was blaming them for something I hadn't even spoken to them about. It's like they're starting to realize, holy shit, I fumbled the bag. Okay. One more. And Taurus, look at all there could be more than one person involved here, which made this, like, probably make it feel even more truthful to them. Like, I can't get over, you've got Taurus, Cancer, that could be all your big threes, it could be them, but I more think this is the people. And remember, the Queen of Pentacles, there is an earth definitely connected to the decision that's made in a positive way. And maybe this poor collective, you think this person's deceitful. I think they've only got one person really in their corner that speaks truth and wants the best. I'm having hard time processing what happened between us, juggling my personal responsibilities. I needed time and space to deal with everything. So this one, little bit concerning. Maybe this is why there's a little bit more of a forthright approach. I took forever in making my mind up about our connection. Instead of speaking to you, I'd run away, indulge in unnecessary pleasures in order to ignore my feelings. What's sad is I think this person, like I said a couple times, they knew this wasn't right, but they chose to believe it because it was easier. Okay. All right. Let's just one more and then we're going to roll the dice for you and what you need to know in the next 5 days. Okay, no one compares. I just feel they might approach this like, no one's compared to you. I've mucked up, but you deserve all the good things in the world. Maybe they aren't in the right place right now. There's a reason I was hearing it might take a few weeks to really evolve this, but like I said, the understanding and the trust that's created from this clear intent, because you've both been holding to things that aren't true, right? Not that you're just going to trust each other off the bat, but this understanding that takes place, it really does just change everything. And my eyes going again. That's been happening the past couple of days. And I think that I genuinely feel this person wants the best for you, but they just can't help that they love you so much. But I don't think they're going to put pressure on you, okay? No matter how many people I've met, experiences I've had, there's no one that compares to you. I have a feeling this person is going to leave the ball in your court. That's what I feel. And I don't know if you'll be, like, I just lost, they're lost. I feel lost without you. It's like they want to be direct, but they don't want to be too full on. I feel this person doesn't want to overwhelm you. And again, for some odd reason, I feel this person literally thinks they're going to get it. What are you doing? I don't even think about this anymore. Like, I feel they're more worried about being embarrassed, if anything. Like, I know I said they're worried about judgment. It's a very odd thought pattern. You've got to remember they're coming out of being a people pleaser. They're more concerned about your reaction than their emotion right now. Okay, so it's like, even though this person wants to put like, it's like, I really do feel as a coping mechanism, this person's going to be like, but it's up to you. I want you to have all the best things in the world. I didn't treat you right. I don't know if I can treat you, you know, the way that you need to be treated. They could be struggling with certain financial avenues. Whatever the case may be, there's something about them still juggling in life and responsibilities that adds to their insecurities. Have my kids. They are going over a kids thing here with you. I don't need to say much other thing. I want to have a family with you. I know you'd be an amazing parent. I dream of the day we can experience raising a family, or where you would have been right now if they didn't make this decision. Mother wounds. Mother could have been involved as well. Focused on money. I like that card. So there's something about finances here that they are focused on, which I do think is a very good thing. I don't think these persons where they want to be financially, especially look at how they see you. So there's a real comparison on that. Even though they miss you, even though they want you to have their kids, I miss you, I wish things were different. It's like this person just doesn't feel good enough in life. And this added to them having strength to let you be. I'm sorry I disappeared. Needed to get away and clear my mind. But they never did. They numbed their mind. But anyway, everything happens for a reason. All right, let's see what the universe wants you to know for the next 5 days. Maybe what emotion's going to arise here, how you need to deal with certain things. Next 5 days for you. Oh, swords again. So they got the Queen of Swords, you got the King of Swords. You could be a double, like a double pairing here. Ace of Wands. Oh, be careful. 3 of Swords. I think that's what's going to be spoken about. Hold on, one more. Strength in reverse, self-doubt, weakness, low self-esteem. There's something here. So you got King of Swords but Ace of Wands. So literally passion and logic, right? So this is that passion for life. Yes, let's go for it. Don't rush nothing. Okay. I think, remember, this is how you need to deal with this. I do think you need a logical approach. The clear communication is the biggest thing I'm hearing for this collective. Your chemistry with this person is off the chain. But there is something about the way that they approach you. I think it ignites this in you. Them declaring all of these things, but I feel it's still a little bit reserved. And I think it puts you into this self-doubt. I wouldn't say low self-esteem, but it's like a vulnerability comes over you that it's kind of like you don't want to feel. Okay? Because even though it's like they're not completely leading the way here, but it's coming from their insecurities and fear. Hold on, let's get... Less is more. Don't fixate. Be mindful. Creature of habit. You're going to go back into a past thought pattern. They're telling you to let go. They're telling you to see the situation outside of the box here. Dishonest with self and others, staying for the wrong reasons, in limbo, faking happiness. I think that's the things that as well are going to be, remember, whole reading. I think this is something you're not meant to be putting opinions onto. I want one more for that. I think you're going to be highly triggered to be giving advice, tying off loose ends, trying to validate someone's feelings, literally validating feelings. So I feel that's a huge lesson here for this collective. You just have to sit in strength, okay? Don't let passion lead the way. Less is more. Whatever you have habits of doing, especially with communication, it needs to be shifted here. There is a reason this is coming in quickly, but it's going to take a while to really, like a few weeks to really get to that spot. You guys are really going to be tested on vulnerability and communication and insecurities. Your person clearly has insecurities. I think you have insecurities yourself, and you ignite them in one another. You guys, the biggest thing here is your communication, because that was your biggest lesson in the past. You guys lacked that. You lacked that on a deep level. So personally, I'm about to confirm all these. This collective, I would lead more with logic here than passion. Okay, I would trust in what's going on. Whatever this conversation is about this 3 of Swords, it's going to activate something in you that it's like, yes, there's an understanding, but I don't think it's going to be easy to hear either, even if it is a mistruth, okay? It leaves you in a really vulnerable, soft place. And if that's not dealt right, I have a feeling past habits of emotion might kick in. And it might be very easy for you to get into an explosive. Someone's been talking things about you that make you feel, oh, it might be very easy to say, oh, this person's this, how dare they, but. There's something here you're getting tested with this, okay? It's going to be hard to try and stay centered and graceful and sophisticated, and I still believe that's how they see you. So don't show them a side of you that isn't that, okay? Your mindfulness and certain habits are going to resurface, okay? But let's confirm this. Overcome. So they're saying the way you overcome this into Six of Swords, tranquility, overcoming conflict, resolve, is through clear communication. Not so emotional. I don't want to say detached, but just more focus on the situation instead of, are we getting back together? Are we this? Are we that? Like in the back of your mind. Focus on solving the problem, okay? Becoming stable, restoration of peace. And again, let's take it to the energy because they got Queen of Swords. This could be them. They might be coming in quite logical in this, but they're wanting to restore this, but they're just feeling their way. Okay, Ace of Wands, high unconventional lifestyle, alternate lifestyle, freedom, challenging, thinking for you. Don't lead with passion. I think this collective, when you lead with passion, you can say some things. Oh. Should I heard straight away? I want one more for that. Trust and let this flow naturally. It's a manifestation. Who cares how long it takes? Just remember, Three of Wands. I wouldn't be future planning and this and that. Like I said, just let this develop. Okay? I think you... It's kind of that when you know, I'm seeing that twin flame card. When you know, just don't try and rush anything. I just think you see the world differently. And I think once you're comfortable with someone, the way that you talk could be a bit intimidating. I just think because you see life differently, it's just not the time to be like, I wouldn't be bringing up, just let this person lead the way. Okay, let this conversation be had. And I think you guys are two peas in a pod, but you're both in a very vulnerable place and you might not feel it in the moment. This is just... slow and steady. All right, this Three of Swords with this strength in reverse. It's going to be hard to hear. Three of Cups, the third party, heavy partying, someone else's influence. So that's what's going to be spoken about. Okay, maybe that you were in a love triangle, whatever it is. This is the explanation. It's going to not make you feel good. Okay, literally, third party, love triangle, rival, time alone, heavy partying, someone else's influence. So this conversation, it isn't going to feel good, but remember who you are. Don't let anyone's opinions make you question yourself or have anger towards this situation. This is your test, and this is why you're getting prepared with your emotion now. Oh, it's too many. Oh. Empress, sit in stillness. Readjust the emotion. It had to happen. I know that sounds silly. It clearly had to happen. Be intelligent. Listen to the details before reacting. Okay, think first before you... You definitely need an intelligent approach, and this is where the mindfulness comes in, all right? This last one I'm a little bit concerned about because it's just the reaction here. Conflict avoidance. Conflict avoidance. Don't add fuel to the fire. Compromise. Focus on making amends, not having this more destructive. Okay, it's a lost cause to add fuel to that. Okay, avoid the conflict. Huge sign. Every time you feel like you want to, mindfulness, think before you speak. All right, I just want to see if this is overcome. How many weeks? I'm going back to that. So 2. So couple, okay, 2 weeks. I just want 4. All right, so we've got 9 of Swords, Justice, Nine of Wands, the Fool. Readjusting. Okay, I do think more emotional baggage. Remember I said it's like the trickle. So regret, the past life trauma to heal, the guilt, intense feelings, all the unresolved issues, finally balanced through the life lessons, doing what's right. I think the right balance comes to the situation. I do think there's a lot of persistence and perseverance that's going to be put into this, but I do believe you guys can readjust and really take that leap of faith into the unknown and start your story again, okay? But these truths, this is going to take a few deep conversations to really get back to the same page. But like I said, this initial understanding that takes place, it changes everything. It opens the floodgates again. You start to really readjust everything. You see each other as a priority again, okay? But there's still a lot that needs to be sifted through, but at least now it comes with truth and balance. And the more truth and vulnerability and clear communication that you guys have, this is what really builds your foundation back. You both have courage. You both are wanting to work at this. And I think it's just getting on the same page again. It's understanding you both have always felt the same. As soon as that is in place, this is dealt with properly. Because I feel there's something about distance. So even though you have this conversation, this person's still around these people. Just don't add fuel to the fire is my biggest advice. Okay? This will come when you both have trust in one another. I think a huge readjust comes, okay? But I have to say, even here, even 2 weeks from that date, there's no pair. It's just, it really is getting to know each other again. It's building that foundation again. It's trusting in one another again. And you both need it. I think you both struggle with trust issues, not just for one another. I mean, in general, this needs to be done. For yourself, this hard to have conversation, but like I said, an understanding comes over that completely changes everything. A discussion about children, this is going to free your mind and this person's mind, okay? Keep an open mind, don't rush the process. The chemistry, don't lead by passion either. Two more. Codependency. So this will be activated, but you need to let go of controls. It's that red flags of yourself. If you're so anxious about what comes next, it's coming from a place of codependency and trying to control the outcome. This will get activated here. Okay, trust that it's your soul connection. Trust that this is all meant to happen. This separation was meant to happen. Stay optimistic, stay positive, keep having your daily routine. This will unfold naturally. You deserve this love and you deserve the right love. So just take it slow. Don't try and rush it. Pay attention to the flags, your own flags. Don't lead by passion and emotion. This is going to trigger you. But let it trigger you in a good way. Let it trigger you in a way of learning. Okay? All right. All right, let's get you some timings. Trust your intuition, your perseverance, the silver bell with the abundant bell. You could have just switched over silver to gold, or you could wear mixed metals, but more your perseverance and abundant flow. Abundant within creates abundance throughout. You've got your golden elixir you're singing to each other right now. It's in your vibration, completion on its way. Donuts, I always see donuts with that. But you've got a completion, and then of course your beautiful pearl. Okay. Memories, birthdays, specific numbers: 16th of the 3rd, 10th of the 3rd, 3rd of the 10th, 17th of the 3rd, 17th of the 10th, 7th of the 6th, 6th of the 7th, 76, angel number you might need to look up. 1313, stop it. Truly surrendered to the divine. So you could be seeing a lot of 13 or 1331. 13th of the 2nd, 13th of the 7th, 18th of the 7th, and 18th of the 8th. 818, 8188 could be another angel number as well. All right, I love you guys. And I hope you have an amazing afternoon.